We're in the midst of a huge plastic waste challenge that is growing exponentially. Each year, approximately 60 kilograms of plastic waste is created by every Australian, and 130,000 tonnes of this plastic ends up in the Australian marine environment. Clean Up Australia inspires and mobilises communities to improve and conserve our environment, to eliminate litter and end waste. It all started with my dad, Ian Kiernan, who as an avid sailor was shocked by the amount of litter he saw in the oceans on his travels around the world. Over the last 35 years, we've had more than 23 million volunteers donate their time to help make a huge impact in their communities. Last financial year alone, we had over 1 million volunteers joining us for cleanups, and that's something we're incredibly proud of. At the end of a cleanup, our volunteers fill in an end of cleanup report that counts and categorises the types of litter collected in their bags. These end of cleanup reports are invaluable as they provide us insight into the great work that our volunteers are doing, removing litter from our streets, beaches, rivers and parks, and they supply us with the data for our annual litter report. And that data is so crucial. It's used by the CSIRO, by government. It's a snapshot of what our volunteers have collected out of the environment, and it can help us influence policy and what changes do we need to make to prevent these items from ending up as litter in the environment in the first place. So I'm really excited about the potential of this Cleanup Cam app because it's going to make things quicker and easier for our volunteers to capture that information.
Working with the team at Infoxchange, we reviewed how we could improve the volunteer experience and create a digital litter collection tool that was straightforward and engaging. We looked at how we could leverage AI and automate tasks so our volunteers could spend more time doing what they come to do, clean up. The app is trained in object detection, so in the background, there are processes happening and it will identify what your litter is made of. So at the end of your cleanup, you'll get an impact report telling you what has been picked up, whether it's plastics, metal, paper, cardboard, as well as an estimation of the weight of the rubbish that has been removed. In building this app, we've created a digital experience where with just a few photos on your phone, you can compile a full end of cleanup report, something that would have taken far longer in the past. The app makes for a simpler, faster, fun, and more accessible process for our volunteers.
So my name's Laura Stone and I'm the founder of Sydney by Kayak, and I have been volunteering for Clean Up Australia for about 10 years now. So I have done cleanups on land, on water, on beaches, and I think the reporting at the end is always kind of the same. You've been out in the sunshine all day, the heat of the day, everyone's really excited and really buzzing from the activity, and then you get to the end and it dawns on you that you have to then do the data collection, the sorting and the counting at the end, and it can be a bit overwhelming for some people. So being able to take a photograph of the items either collectively at the end or as you go is, I think, a game changer. I think it's going to be much easier, potentially a little bit more fun for everyone. I mean, who doesn't love taking photographs of things these days? So I think it's going to be brilliant, and I think a lot more data will be recorded because of it. And it's really important that we're collecting this data so that we're able to advocate for change and so that we're able to see that change happening. One of the biggest hauls we ever removed from Sydney Harbour was about 35 kilos. Southerly wind, rainy day, loads of rubbish coming into the beaches, and we pulled it up and everyone was very excited to be taking photos. They were literally taking photos of all the rubbish so they could record it as an image. Being able to take photographs of it and do an audit that way rather than having to sift through everything and count everything and sort everything individually is just amazing.
We believe this app will make a real difference in our community, both on the ground with our volunteers and through our advocacy work with government and other organisations. We want to be the voice for our community as we provide more accurate data and drive real change.